us here this morning. It's Sunny 101.9, 828 -2, the wind chill -15. We've got cloud cover, and we're going to have a 7-day forecast on the way. But first, we would love to welcome Dr. Linda Burbidge from DCB to the show this morning. Good morning, Linda.
Good morning.
Now, we were just talking off camera, if you will, off microphone, off air, and I was curious what UAS stood for.
Yes.
And it's...
Unmanned aircraft systems.
Okay, it's drones.
It's drones. Yep, basically.
So you're the big cheese behind that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I kind of got roped into doing this for the college. We received a grant back before I even started there a couple years ago. So we had this grant to buy this equipment and get this program off the ground, so to speak.
I love it. Thank you.
So, yeah, just wait. There's lots of puns coming with that.
I'm all about the puns.
And so I just kind of had to dig in and learn a little bit more about drone technology, how it worked. We decided to put it under the agriculture umbrella just because, well, it made sense with bringing in a new ag program and being a heavily ag-focused area here in Botno. So that's where it is now, but there are certainly many applications for drone use.
We're gonna talk more about the drones in just a bit, but first, agriculture.
Yes.
The ag department is huge at the college.
Yeah, we're really growing very fast. We had record enrollments in the fall.
Congratulations.
We brought in 6 new students. I had a couple more apply. They just decided because of COVID not to come yet this year. So, and we're already for next fall doing great. We've got quite a few people who are interested signing up, registering. So it's been good.
I think that's great.
Yeah.
So spring classes are filling up, and fall enrollment is looking great.
Yeah. And this spring we tried something new with our ag classes in particular. We're running a 12-week schedule on them instead of the traditional 16-week semester. So our hope is that students kind of get done a few weeks earlier, and they can go off into their internships, because in ag, in April, we're ready to get rolling. We're ready to get in the field.
Sure.
And so if you're in class all the time, that makes it a little bit harder. So they can get into their internships. If they're in agronomy, that's going to be really important for them.
And it reflects falling to college as well.
Yeah.
And them too.
Yes, it gets some great experience early in the spring.
Exactly right. And you know what? I would dare I say, in the world of farming, experience is so important.
Oh yeah.
Right?
It is, absolutely.
So the unmanned aerial system.
Yep, aircraft.
Aircraft's way off. Aircraft system. This was new last fall.
Yep. So we started. It was our pilot year. I know.
Keep coming.
So our pilot year, and we had a class offered in the fall, which was just basic flight training. So we had students enroll, and they got to practice flying on different styles of drones, different types of drones, and that was a big hit. So now this spring, I've had a bunch of them fill up. We've had UAS 101, which is just the basics of drones. We learn a little bit about flight, why planes fly, because we also have fixed wing style drones, which operate like airplanes to some degree. And we talk a little bit about how the weather affects your drone, safety, best practices, what types of drones should you buy or not buy for the application.
So teaching them all about flight, it's the right thing to do.
Yes, and so
Orville and Wilbur, right?
Yes.
Sorry, I thought I'd throw one in too. Sorry about that. So, how many different classes are available for drones and UAS?
Right now, we've got 4. I'm hoping we'll get a few more because UAS and drones is just a multidisciplinary space. Right, we're using it in ag, but it easily translates into photography, natural resources, all of that stuff. So I'm hoping we'll get a few more discipline-specific ones throughout campus. And so I'm working with some instructors right now to see if we can't make some of that possible.
Okay. Other colleges, are they focusing on drones as well in UAS programs, or is this kind of just really big here?
For the state, there aren't a lot of programs that will offer, like we offer a certificate of completion. So for 8 credits, you basically get a little bit of background in drones and kind of really the certification to say, hey, you know what, I've been trained, I know what I'm doing if you're going out into the workforce.
Mm-hmm.
So in the state, there's not a lot. Obviously, UND with their airspace,
Right.
they're already into that, so they do some as well. Otherwise, there aren't a lot that are too close to us.
That's great. That's a good selling point.
Yeah,
there.
and plenty throughout the United States, though. They're just not necessarily concentrated here.
Mm-hmm.
But the value is that, you know, in ag, there's going to be a lot of career growth with
Right.
drones, especially.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Some of the top ag careers are around precision ag, soil science and crop science, and then also ag engineering, which is basically how do we design systems better. And that's what drones are really all about. How do we better view plant health, right? We have specialized lenses we can
Sure.
put in the drones to check out plant health, soil temperatures, things like that.
That is amazing.
So, yeah, it's
all
really,
the things you can do.
Yeah, really amazing what you can do. So-
What sort of students are you looking for this?
Well, right now we've got like 8 different students in separate classes. I know I've got a couple who are definitely interested in completing the certificate. And, they want to get their remote pilot certification as well. And most of them are ag right now. I've got a few horticulture students interested as well, which it applies well to them, obviously, with plant health, soil health. But really, our courses are kind of designed for anyone who's interested in drones, whether you're someone in the community who is a hobbyist, maybe you are just interested because you know it's going to be part of your field. So like I mentioned before, photography,
Sure.
natural resources, even public safety as well. We can use drones for search and rescue and things like that.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, there's so many different
There
ways
are.
to view
Yes.
these. Very
Yeah.
cool. Now, the careers in the UAS space. How would you define that? How would you talk about that?
Well, like I said, it's really multidisciplinary. So there are some careers that are specific just to drones. There are certainly lots of people who've started up their own drone business. They've kind of just made their buck doing
Sure.
surveying for different people. They'll have multiple styles of drones and be able to go out and do that. But it complements very nicely with other sorts of degrees. So I mentioned ag, I mentioned natural resources, but also engineering. There are transportation departments. I know Minnesota's big into this. Their transportation department uses drones for bridge inspection. And so,
Okay.
you know, you don't just need to be aware of drone technology, but also about engineering. So you know exactly which pictures you need to take for those things. So,
Okay.
so really it stacks well with other degrees. So getting that certificate of completion, you can really leverage that against your degree and show, hey, I've got multiple skills to use.
Right. So hire me, please.
Yes.
Would you say this is one of the fastest growing fields out there?
It
One of 'em,
definitely
maybe?
is one of them.
Okay.
And so I read something the other day, and I wish I could remember where it was, but they talked about by 2025, they think drones will be a $5 billion industry in ag alone.
Wow.
So you can imagine
Right.
with all the other applications.
And we can get our foot in the door right here
Yes.
at DCB.
Yeah, absolutely.
If we have any questions about any of this stuff we've talked about today, Dr. Burbidge, how would we get a hold of you?
Well, you can certainly just give me a call at my office. That's 228-5442. Otherwise, you can certainly email me. It's linda.burbidge@dakotacollege.edu. Or you can check out our website. Look for the ag program first. We don't quite have all the UAS stuff ready, but
Okay.
if you go to academics and programs, you'll find agriculture right at the top. No need to scroll any further. We're
All
right there.
Just go ahead and buzz around the website.
Yep.
Sounds good. All right. Well, thank you so much. And
All right.
love to get you back again soon, okay?
All right. Sounds
All right.
great. Thanks
Thanks
you.
for flying in. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right. 37 sunny 101.9. Another 7-day forecast on the way. It's brought to you by Drive Chevrolet Buick right here in Botno.
It may be cold outside, but you can shop for your next vehicle in the warm comfort of the Cobblestone Convention Center during Drive Chevrolet Buick's annual